Kardmi is all about synergy with your team and your battle cards. But with so many options, which ones actually turn the tide in the battles? Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into what I would think are the top 10 skill cards that you need to be running in the game. We'll be covering everything from high priority dark strikes to weather dependent whirlwind nukes. Alrighty, let's dive into it. Alrighty, trainers. If you guys are newer to Kardmi, there are 9 types of elements in the game currently. So what I've done is I've taken one skill from each element and compiled this into what I believe are the top 10 that you should be gunning for in those skill vending machines. Um, let's get us started at number 10, which is Sneak Strike. It's a dark type skill that does 44 damage, has 100% accuracy, takes 4 energy. The great thing about this skill is it also has priority 3, so you can get a lot of those final blows off. That way you could take out enemies that are at low health, or if you wanted to get a chip shot in before you know your card is going to get knocked out. Great move for that. The only thing that's going to be beating this move in terms of priority that I can think of right off the top of my head is probably going to be like a shield. That's really one of the only moves I think I've seen that has anything higher than a priority 3. Another really good thing about the move, as long as you're not fighting a fighting type, which fighting types are strong and stark anyway, so hopefully you're not in that situation. But as long as it's not a fighting type, you have a 42% chance to instill fear on the target, which is also great because it can cause them to miss a turn. So, Sneak Strike is a great move. That's coming in at number 10. Number 9, we have Arcane Airblade, which is a fighting type skill. Does 65 damage, 100 accuracy, and 4 energy. When damage is done with this one, you get your accuracy and crit rate uh, respectively increased by 10%. It's also just a really strong move. Any enemies that are weak against fighting, most of the time this is a one-shot kill, unless something's just 4 or 5 levels above you, or they have, a lot of defense and special defense. And one cool extra effect this has is that every time you land the attack, it increases your accuracy and crit rate by 10% respectively. So that allows you to kind of snowball the arcane air blades every time you land it. There's a chance that it can increase, or it will increase your crit rate and your accuracy, so that you just kind of snowball and you're just getting stronger and stronger every time you use it. Um, Moving on from there, at number 8 is Soul Collision. Soul Collision is one of my favorite moves in the game. It was one of the first skill cards I drew. I actually haven't drawn a duplicate of it since, but it's a really good move. It's a psychic type move, 65 damage, 100 accuracy, and again uses 4 energy. And its ability is if an enemy is in an overload state, there's a 50% chance to cause fear in the target. If you guys don't understand what overloaded means, it's a status effect that is typically caused by a combination of a mental or a psychic type technique in conjunction with another element. I actually have a full breakdown of status effects and reaction types that I will leave in the description that I put together about I think last week or the week before. Super good video. I definitely recommend you guys watching, especially if you're newer to the game. But what Overload in itself does is it means that you have a chance to regain some of your energy if you hit an overloaded target. Kind of like, you regenerate your energy and you can just use your move again, essentially. So, that and the chance of having instilling fear and causing the target to miss a turn is what puts us in the top 10. It's a really, really good skill. At number 7, we have Quake Hammer. I just recently got this move, but it's a really good ground type move. Only does 28 damage with 100 accuracy and takes 4 energy. What I like about this move is it's got a 30% chance to lower the target speed by 30%. That is huge. That's huge. And it plays right into the kit of these ground type Kardmi that are like Geo Titan. That's a big bulky Titan that wants to drag the fight out because the longer the fight goes on, the more it's in his favor. So Super good move, especially if you're running a stall team. Can't recommend this move enough. Now let's dive into number 6. Another one of my personal favorite moves, just because I like Pyrodactyl a lot. I like the way he looks. He was probably the MVP of my team, my early game team, until I really got to about the second half of the second island. So this move is going to be Extreme Tornado, which is a wind type skill. He does 89 damage with 100 accuracy and only taking 4 damage. The catch with this move and why it's not higher up on the list is because it's very weather dependent. If you're not in the rain or if you're not in a sandstorm, its accuracy is reduced by 70%. Either way, though, it does have an 11% chance to cause fear in the target. So, talking about this move for a second, if you synergize your team right, like I like to run Lotus Lift, and Lotus Lift's ability intrinsically is that she gets 100% speed boost, which is huge in itself if the weather is rainy. So obviously, I have Rain Dance on her or Rainy Day, and that guarantees that you're going to have that weather effect. So if you partner that with a Kardmi like Pyrodactyl or another Kardmi that has Extreme Tornado on it, you're going to get a guaranteed hit of 89 damage. Massive. That's massive damage. And especially if you partner it on a Kardmi that is a wind type and you include Stab on there, you're going to get even more damage. So I can't recommend this move enough. It definitely, if it didn't have the penalty for accuracy, depending on the weather, it would be higher up on this list because it's just that powerful. So I definitely recommend throwing Extreme Tornado in your arsenal. But moving on from there, we're going to look at number 5, which is Wave Spear. This is actually the move that you get from defeating the second arena. It's a water type skill, does 28 damage, 100% accuracy, 4 energy. The great thing about this is every third time you use it, you're going to get a 30% increase to special attack. And it could be more than that. It just depends how lucky you are, because every time you hit this move, you have a 30% chance to increase your special attack by 30%. That's huge because, especially in lengthy battles, battles of attrition, it doesn't take that much energy. And stall's not really going to go in the other team's favor if you're sitting there just racking up 30% special attack. I'm sure it caps at 100, but it won't take you long to hit that if you're fighting a stall team with this move. It's a really good move, and I found that a lot of times, like at the second time I use it, normally the first time it takes like about a quarter of someone's health off. And then the second time, after I've had that increase, just bam, like a bullet. Just takes them the rest of the way down that extra 75%. Moving on from there, at number 4, we have a straightforward skill. It's not flashy, just extremely powerful. We have Flame Eruption. It is a fire type skill. Do bear in mind that all of these skills can only be used by second form evolutions and third form evolutions. These are not available to base Kardmi. But anyway, Flame Eruption does 66 damage, 100% accuracy, and then it also has an 11% chance to burn the target, which is pretty good. Pretty good because burn does it takes a decrease to the target's attack. So any chance you can take to kind of weaken your target systematically is a really good skill. Uh, that is low energy cost. It's just consistently powerful. So it's a move that I definitely recommend throwing on your fire type Kardmi. Or like me, I have it on my Fire Flare, which is a lightning fire. So definitely include it in your toolkit somewhere. Alrighty, we're really getting into the cream of the crop here. These 3, I think, really set themselves apart from the previous ones we talked about. Um, Number 3, we have Grass Hammer. This is something that you get from defeating the first arena, and man, it is a good skill. I put it on my Band Brags, and it just swept the second arena. It is so damn good. It does 95 damage, 100% accuracy. It does have a whopping 6% energy. And it says after you use the skill, the user misses one turn but can be replaced. And it does additionally have an 11% chance to cause fear in the target. So this is what I would recommend if you guys have not cleared the second arena yet. Uh, what I did is Woodhammer is an excellent hit and run type skill. So what you can do is you can come out, absolutely delete a water type from the game. Like it'll take them out in one hit as long as your whatever you're using the skill on is a high enough level. Um, and by high enough level, I mean just within a couple levels of whatever you're fighting, whatever water type you're fighting, it will delete them. I promise you. And then what you do is next turn you just withdraw whatever card you use Woodhammer with, so that you don't have to take that one turn penalty. Very next turn, if you need to, bring it right back out. Use Woodhammer again on something else. Fantastic strategy. It's what I did, and that's what helped me sweep Safina's team. I cannot recommend the skill enough. It's a great move, guys. Definitely invest in the Woodhammer skill. Moving on from there, at number 2 is Lightning Charge. And this is a lightning type skill. And does 88 damage, 95 accuracy, with a 5 energy cost. Unfortunately, it does take 23% of the damage and reflect it back at the user. But what I would recommend with this skill is he recently had a buff. If you will put this on Volterra, he had a buff to where his intrinsic perk allows him to deal double damage if it's a lightning attack the first time he is the first attack he does once he enters the field. So this is a quick nuke. It's got high priority. Anything that is going to take neutral damage from lightning or is going to take double damage from lightning as it is, you're going to be dealing, if you're hitting a water or wind type, you're going to be dealing times 4 damage with this move and this combo. So definitely take advantage of that. Just do be aware that you will be taking some damage back. Because the more damage you do, the more damage you're going to be doing to yourself. Just keep that in mind. Even that being said, it's just too powerful not to have in the top 2 conversation. So now we're going to do an honorable mention, and I don't know in particular what Divine Ascent did. I never got the skill card from the event. So, and it was kind of going away when I first started playing. And it was the skill card for Survive and one of the limited card game. But I do have the skill card for Pikagare, which is a Nirvanic Battle Dance. It is a fighting type skill, of course, exclusive to Pikagare. It's not an offensive move, but it does have 100% accuracy and cost 4 energy. And what it does is it boosts your special attack and special defense of Pikagare by 50% until it leaves the battlefield, whether it was knocked out or the battle is over. Definitely a really good move. And it's a really cool looking move because it's one of the few that are a full screen cinematic on mobile. So definitely, that event actually ends on Wednesday. So if you've not got Nirvanic Battle Dance from the Skill Vending Machine, definitely use whatever currency you got and try to go ahead and grab that, especially with the pity system in the game right now. Finally, we have number 1, I think, undisputed best move in the game right now. It's another grass type skill, actually. And it is Essence Extraction. It does 55 damage, 100% accuracy, and only costs 4 energy. But the kicker is that it allows the user to heal by 50% of the damage caused. This is a great move to put on a Kardmi that has a lot of defense and special defense invested in it, like my Lotus Lift. Thing is a monster. It's a tank. Every time you start to take it down, I'm just hitting you with Essence Extraction, bring myself right back up to healing. And then another tip for this move to make it even better is to put the Hymn of Life armor or gear set onto your Kardmi, your grass type Kardmi that you're using this with, so that you're just constantly healing every turn. It makes your Kardmi so hard to deal with in not just PvE, but as well as PvP game modes. But guys, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you guys think there's any cards that I left out that should have been on this list, I mostly went with cards that are actually like available to me, cards that I've myself drawn. I'm sure as I play further into the future, I have a lot of time invested in the game now. I'm sure I'll find even more cards that I don't have that are just really good skills. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. There's actually a new feature that I haven't asked people to do on YouTube, and it's hype. So if you guys could hype this video, that'd be really appreciated. But I will catch you guys in the next one.